and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I have decided that I need to have some serious retail therapy. I feel like I haven't been like out shopping or even really like thrifting in a really long time, which is probably like a bit of an exaggeration. Obviously, I've been shopping relatively recently, but I haven't had like a really good shopping trip where I have like an insane haul or like a really crazy thrift haul, and I am kind of hoping to scratch that itch. I am actually on the way right now to go pick up my friend Nevaeh, and I am going to be shopping for a bit with her today. I don't really know where exactly we're going or like what all stores we're trying to hit, if we're doing thrifting or if we're like going to more name brand places. I don't know. Not like name brand, but not thrift stores. I don't know. It's all still kind of up in the air. I think the only like set in stone plan that we have is just going to get dirty sodas. I'm still a little ways out, and we obviously haven't like decided on a concrete plan. So I think I am going to stop talking for a bit, focus on driving, and then pick back up when me and Nevaeh have decided exactly what we are going to do. Okay, so we are now at the mall currently. Nevaeh, would you like to give an update on kind of where we've been so far, where we're like planning on going, all that jazz?
So we went to Soda Box, we got our drinks, we had a fun little coupon for buy one get one for half off. So then we're at the mall, and so we're just playing, just kind of moseying around.
Yeah, basically that's it. We're kind of just feeling it as we go, not really with a set plan. Yeah, I guess we'll update you once we have like a bit of a haul to show off.
Right.
But that might not be for a while, so we'll see you then. All right, so we are now on the drive home, or we're about to drive home. We are done shopping for the day. I'm going to drop Nevaeh off, and I will do my haul later when I'm at home, but Nevaeh wanted to give a haul of what she got before, so take it away.
So I got this top, very cutesy.
Very cutesy.
Love her, and it came with a matching bottom.
Yes.
Little pajama set, and
Right.
then I got a fun little dress, very cutesy. And
Very cute. We love her.
I've been feeling myself recently. I've been getting more comfortable in my body, so the little stomach showing is only cutesy.
Woo!
We love her.
We do love her. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, I might vlog a little bit more today when I get home, obviously, to do my haul.
Right.
But otherwise, I think that's it. So everyone say goodbye to Nevaeh.
Bye, y'all. Till next time.
See you in a bit. All right, so it is now much later. I have taken a shower and I am basically ready to go to bed for the night. But I obviously wanted to give you a bit of a haul of everything that I got today. We went to a Rue 21, and I actually haven't been in one in such a long time. I felt like I was a teenager again, and I felt like I was 16, like I was 15 again, like seeing the clothes that were in there. Saying that, didn't really find a lot of stuff that I was actually very interested in, but I did find this one shirt that I thought was absolutely precious. It's just a white shirt, and it says Book Club Era, and it has books on it and a little bow, and I got it specifically because one of my coworkers brought up the idea of like starting a book club recently, and I don't know if she's actually going to commit to that, but if she does, I will be there and I will be wearing that shirt. Next, we went to a like dollar store, and I got a couple of things here, most of which is currently in a fridge, but I got a lot. I got 4 cans of peace tea. I feel like I kind of talk about that drink a lot because it's one of my favorite like drinks to have, but I'll like put up some pictures right here just in case you don't know what exactly that is. And then I also got a tablet stand, which is actually something that I've been looking for a very long time and never got around to getting. And since this one was cheaper, because again, at a dollar store, I thought, why not? why not? And then lastly, we went to Ross, where I got a couple of miscellaneous things. I did go in with specifically potato gnocchi in mind, for no other reason than I've just been craving it. Specifically, I've actually had the one from Ross before, and it's good. It's good, and it's really cheap, so why not, you know? And I also got these High Chew gummies. I'm a huge fan of High Chew, but I've never had like gummies before, and they have a filling, so I will definitely be trying those later. And I actually also got this rug, or not a rug, it's more of a like outdoor mat that says Home Sweet Home, and it has Snoopy on top of a house, or on top of his dog house on it. And I'm not gonna like pick it up and show you, but I will put a photo of it on the screen so that you can see what it looks like. That is all that I ended up getting from this trip today. It was very fun. Me and Nevaeh had a lot of fun. We did actually go to a couple of other stores, but we didn't really get anything else. But yeah, like I said, I am planning to go to a couple of thrift stores tomorrow as well. I don't have work, so I will be able to like really go through the racks and like really look at everything that I want to without like feeling that I have to rush home or feeling that I have to go to work soon or any of those types of things, which will be nice. And because of that, I'm obviously very hopeful that I will have a pretty good thrift haul by the end of this video, hopefully. But I guess only time will tell. So I am going to go to bed, wake up, it'll be the next day, and I can get to thrifting. So I guess I will see you then. All right, so it is now the next day, and if you can't tell already by the fact that I'm currently driving in my car, I am on the way to my first thrift store of the day. As of right now, there are a total of, I think, 5 thrift stores that I'm gonna try to hit today. Depending on like how each one goes, I might not go to all of them, because like if right off the bat the first one I go to I get like a really big haul of like a lot of good stuff, then I might not go to like the last 2. But if it's like a pretty small haul at each, or maybe even there's one that I get absolutely nothing from, then I will probably end up at least trying to go to all 5. I am gonna try to get some B-roll from these thrift stores today because I didn't really get a lot of that yesterday. But other than that, I think I'm going to try to not film so much in the stores. I'll probably save like going over what I got until the very end of the video so I can do one big haul. So I guess I will see you then. All right, so it is now much later, like several hours later, and I have finally made it home. I did end up going to 5 total thrift stores, and I found stuff at every single one. So let's get on into my haul. All right, so the first place I stopped at, I found this cute little sweater vest. I love a sweater vest, and now that it's like, well, it's not really getting colder yet, but it's about to be fall, and when that happens, it will be getting colder. So this will be like a nice transition piece, I think. I also found a couple of DVDs. I found G-Force, which I loved when I was a kid. Like, I literally was obsessed with this movie. So when I saw it, my jaw dropped. And I grabbed it immediately. And I also got Clueless because this is such an iconic movie. And while like admittedly, it's not really my favorite, like romance-wise, fashion and like literally everything else, I am obsessed. I also ended up finding 2 books. I found the first Gossip Girl book, and I've actually been wanting to read this series because it has come to my attention that the book and the show are actually very different. So as soon as I get around to finishing the show, I want to get all of the books and read them and like kind of see just how different they are. And I also got this book by Lily Singh. I remember watching her a lot when I was a kid. I loved her YouTube, and admittedly I haven't like heard a lot from her recently. I don't know if she's still doing comedy or acting or whatever, but I always thought she was so cool. And that is everything that I got from thrift store number 1. And the next thrift store I went to is actually the one where I got the most stuff in total, and there's a very specific reason that that is the case. So the first thing I noticed when I came into this thrift store was this absolutely precious picnic basket. Like, isn't this absolutely adorable? I love her. And she opens up like this. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love her so much. And she was only like $5. Isn't that insane? Like, she's the most beautiful picnic basket I have ever seen in my entire life. And she was at a thrift store for $5. I also stopped by the book section at this store, and I found a book called This Close to Okay that I thought really intrigued me, and I'm actually very excited to read. And I also got a book called The Last Chance Library, which I thought seemed super cute as well. And I got a DVD of The Perks of Being a Wallflower. And I've never actually watched this movie or read the book. And I will admit I'm a little afraid. But mostly excited, I think. And then the thing that I spent the most amount of money on is a bunch of the Dork Diaries books. I have 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, you might think I'm a little insane for getting all of these books that are literally for like children. And to some degree, you're right. You're actually mostly right. However, I absolutely loved this series when I was a kid, and I never actually had it. I always borrowed them from friends, but I was literally obsessed. And so I want to have them all, and I want to like reread them at some point, I think. And also, if I ever have any nieces, or if even my nephews are into this book series, then they will have all of them at their disposal at their aunt's house. I've actually started collecting all sorts of like books that I was obsessed with when I was younger, in hopes that any of my nieces or nephews become like readers and are super into them as well. Because if there's one thing I love sharing with someone, it's like talking about books. So I would love to be able to do that with like even my nieces and nephews. But if not, then these are just for me, and that's okay too. And I actually did get one more thing from that thrift store, and it was a chair that is so precious and so cute, and I actually probably won't use for a while. I've had pictures of chairs that look like this on my Pinterest forever, and specifically I want this kind of chair in like a kitchen. So I got it and am hoping to use it when I move out and have my own kitchen. But obviously right now I still live with my parents, so there's not really a need to use it. So I'm kind of just gonna keep it in storage, and that's gonna be great. And I actually couldn't even get it out of the car because there's just a lot of stuff in like my garage, so there's not really place to put it. So it's just sitting in the back of my car right now, but I'll make sure to put a picture of it on the screen right now so you can see it. I am obsessed with her. I think she's precious, and I'm so excited to get to actually use it in the future. The next thrift store I went to, I only got 2 things, and they were both like sweatshirts or hoodies. This one actually made me gasp out loud when I read it, which sounds horrible, but it's good, I promise. You might have seen a clip of it earlier, actually. It says, "This is not a crew neck. It's a daily reminder that the words you speak become the life you live." And like I said, I literally gasped out loud when I read it. So I was like, oh, I need this now. Because yeah, the words you speak do become the life you live. That's so true. Anyway, love. And this was actually an accidental find because I was looking through like tank tops, I think, and there was this black hoodie just like sitting in the middle of all of it, and it was cropped, and I was very confused. And I looked at it a little closer, and it's Love on Tour merch. My jaw dropped. I was so excited and so happy. And honestly, even if this isn't like actual merch, I don't care. I literally don't care, but I'm pretty sure it is. I think it is. But that's all that I got from the third thrift store. And now the fourth thrift store, I also only got 2 things. I got this absolutely adorable sweater. I love this pattern. It's like gingham, I think is what it's called. Maybe like a picnic blanket, if you will. And it's really soft, actually. I really like it. And I also got a card game called Unstable Unicorns. I've played this a couple of times with my family. My cousin has a box of it, but now I have a box of it, and I am very happy. And the last thrift store I went to, I ended up getting 6 things. I got 2 little plates. This one is just a plain white plate, a smaller white plate, but it says, "You only live once, lick the plate." And that really spoke to me, you know, spiritually. And I also got this little plate that's like a leaf. I think it's precious. I love a fall aesthetic. I really do. I also found a West Side Story DVD, and I love West Side Story. And then I got 3 books, technically kids books, but again, I found The Adventures of Biscuit, which is 5 different like books in one. I remember loving the Biscuit stories when I was a kid. I loved this dog. So obviously had to get it for my future nieces and nephews. And I got 2 more Thea Stilton books to add to my growing collection. I got Thea Stilton and the Secret City, and Thea Stilton and the Legend of the Fireflowers. And that is everything that I got from thrifting today, which I would say is a pretty good haul. I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to not spend any more money this week because of the sheer amount of money that I have already spent. So I think that means that I'm going to end this video here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!